Hello, good afternoon, Jai Hind, my dear loving children. Hope you are all safe and studying well back at your home. Children, let us start this week and we will be starting with letter writing. It's an interesting and a wonderful topic to start with. Now, when do we write letters, children? We have done many classes on letter writing. When do we write letters? We write letters to express ourselves, isn't it? To communicate among ourselves. But I told you that when we were young, when we were small, we were young, that time we used to write letters. But nowadays, I've never seen my son or the other children writing letters. Rather, they text a message, isn't it? Or they make a phone call. That time, phone call was not that easy. Hmm. And that too, it was all in the custody of our parents. We are not allowed to touch it. Hmm. Frequently, you just dial your friend and yes, क्या हो रहा है? तो ये तो permission था ही नहीं. So what do we used to do? We used to write letters to our grandparents, letters to our friends, letter to our dad, mom, sisters, cousins. We used to write letters. So it what by this what do you understand that it was a mode of communication, isn't it? It was a mode of communication, though it took time, but time. Then what you do today, that texting a message, compared to that, it took time, but then also it was the best way, I think, because there was no word limit. You could write, and uh, people get bored because I have a habit of writing letters. So when I write the text messages, it's so long, people get bored and said, my son says, mama, those are not those letter writing text messages. They should be very limited words, they should be with very limited words, very specific. उतना पढ़ने का किसको समय है? But we have the habits of writing letters, and in writing letters, uh, the creativity, your ornamentations of your language, and everything, you can express all at your mercy, all at your heart's content, which you cannot do in message. So in message also people get bored because I write very long messages. Hmm. So now the letters are of two types. Remember, children, I already taught you this. They are the friendly letters, and what is the other name of friendly letters? As the informal letters, and the official letters, which we call as formal letters. Yes. So in class 10th we are dealing, you can get your informal letters also, but not in your writing sections. Those VBQ value based questions in your literature, you can have this formal letter, informal letters there. But in your course for your class 10th, you don't have informal letters, right? We have formal letters. And what are the formal letters? What are the types of formal letters, children? The letter to the editor, the complaint letter, the placing order letter, the letter of inquiry, which we are going to do today. Then job application letter, only application letter. Okay, only application, that's not a letter, we call it application. So all these are included in formal letter writing. Hmm? So now, what is letter of inquiry, ma'am? When do we write it? Before that, shall I just steal 1 minute from you people and just do a recap of the formats of both the informal and the formal? First, to start with the informal, I'll rush. Okay, informal letter. What is the informal letter format, children? First, you write the sender's address. If it is given in the question, okay, neither that is full your assumption, okay, your imagination. So it should be very specific. The house number, the land number, the city with the pin code, or the house number, the place, and the city with the pin code, right? After that, what you will write, children? The date. And date should be in extended form. Extended form date means 2nd of September 2020. Isn't it? It is extended form. And then what you will write? You're writing what? Informal letter. So what do we write next? We write dear Papa, dear Mama, dear Grandmom or Dad, or dear your any friend. Okay? You would write that. And after that, no comma. Okay? Leave, and there would be, you would be leaving line in between, children. Huh? And you will maintain a left corner. Never forget this. And then what do you write? You will start writing your letter, overflowing of your expressions in the informal letter. That is the friendly letter. That should also have 2 to 3 paragraphs. And then you will end the letter as from Tulika, from XYZ, from anyone. Okay. So that ends the informal letter. That is the friendly letter. And now I'll be telling you, you know everybody, you know it. Now I'll be discussing the format of the formal letter. Address in very brief, very brief. Acha, in sender's address, writing in your, in your informal letter, the sender's address is optional, but then also I say that 2 lines of your sender's address should be mentioned there, right? And then comes your formal letter. Your sender's address is very must. You have to write the sender's address, right? And then leave 1 line, the date, leave 1 line. This address is address you would get in the question itself. Never write to. It's wrong. The manager, the director, the principal, the municipal, the commissioner. Uh, you would never write to. After the addressing, you will never put commas. Okay. After that, next to that, what you write? The name of the newspaper, or the name of the organization, or the name of the agency, or the name of the municipality, or the name of the college, or the name of the school, or the name of the agencies or shops, or any private companies, right? So after that, what you will write? Next line, there is no use of commas, children. The next line, what you are writing? You are writing the name of the place. Yes, at times in your question there would be the name of the organization and the director's name would be mentioned there. Okay, the letter to the director, or the letter to the principal, or the letter to the shopkeeper, or letter to the agency. And what you do, you only write this to and over. अरे भाई किसको लिखना है, ये लिखेंगे. ये अक्सर करके मैंने देखा है ये गलती. Not only you people, while we go for board corrections, there also we see these mistakes, children. You have to write, even if it is not given, you have to assume. Okay, and you have to write. What you have to write? The name of the place. That is very important. Even when you are writing the letter to the editor, like the Times of India, then which, where? Times of India has its office all over in India, in most of the states. So you have to mention the name of the place also. If you're not, then you are losing your marks, children. So please don't do it. Please don't do it. And then the uh, pin code. Hmm. After that, what you write is the salutation. But in some books, you may see that there is the subject first. That is also correct. Your marks won't be deducted for that. Salutation, dear is right. I say to avoid dear in your uh, formal letters, but that is optional. You may write sir, madam, only. Sir, madam. Okay, and after that no commas. After that the subject will be very precise. Short. It won't be a history. And what will be the subject? It would be the gist of what my letter is all about. It would be the gist of all, because the officials, they get this much of letters every day to read. They don't have time, so they'll just see the सब्जेक्ट. अच्छा, ये इस विषय में है, चलो पढ़ लेते हैं. पूरा लेटर पढ़ने का समय नहीं है किसी को. तो the subject they'll just see and they'll proceed. Right, children? So it should be very specific, very related to your subject, and it should be very short, precise. Huh? And after that, you would leave a line again and you will start writing your letter. That should be in 3 paragraphs. First paragraph will be an introduction. Sorry, an introduction of yourself and your problem, or the reason for what you are writing the letter. The second, what it would be? That detailed discussion. Okay. Third will be a suggestion or the conclusory paragraph. Last will be thanking you, my name, designation. That's it. Right? So you're getting the full marks if you have learned it. Now I've prepared a small PPT where I'll be sharing the slides, and it would be more simple. Now, children, why a letter of inquiry? Today's topic is letter of inquiry. Now, can you just tell me, when do we write letter of inquiry? Write in the chat box quickly. Quickly write. I'll be waiting here for 1 minute. Write it. Yes, the letter of inquiry. The topic itself, it's very clear that we write this letter to quench our queries, to gather more informations, to know more about the organization or the school or the college, that or the package and tour service. But you want more knowledge about it. You want to acquire more knowledge. Then you write the letter of inquiry. And by the by, I have told you to whom you write the letters usually: to the director of a school, or an organization, or the college. To the principal you write it for inquiring more about you, to gather more information about the school or colleges. To write the letter to the principal. You write the enquiry letter to the package and tour travels to inquire more knowledge about the package and tour service. You write the letter of inquiry to where? Where more? You inquire where more, children? any organization, you can write an inquiry letter to a shop or agency also, inquiring about the quotes or the price of the products the person is the agency is dealing with. So any whenever you write a letter to quench your queries, it's the inquiry letter. The formats which I've told you just now, the formal letter format, it's just same to it, but the technique of writing this letter is different. That you have to learn. एकदम रटना होगा, तभी एक नंबर भी हम खुआएंगे नहीं. Right. Now, enquiry letter is a formal letter written to inquire and get details regarding something that a person is interested in. It could be written with respect to an item that a person is interested in buying, a course that a person wants to study, a vacation trip that a person wants to go on, etc. As the sender of an inquiry letter needs information about something, the inquiry letter must mention the contact details. This is very important. Now, the sender's address and your contact number should also be shared in the case of inquiry letter where the said information has to be sent. It must contain the particulars of the thing inquired about. It must also list down all the aspects of the thing about which the sender wants to the detailed information. Now, the explanation and inquiry letter is usually written to gain some information from the recipient. While writing an inquiry letter, it is important to provide some information about yourself so that the recipient can authenticate the source of inquiry. Suggestions to write an inquiry letter. Give a brief introduction about yourself. All this I have discussed just now. Your organization. Provide the details about the thing or subject of inquiry. If you require a detailed information, write your questions accordingly. If you require the information of a particular date, then do mention in the letter. Thank them for their time and consideration at the end. The format, the letter starts with the addresses of the senders. It might include the phone number or the email address. All this I've discussed. So I'm going through the slides. After adding the address, leave some space and add the date. Then add the address of the receiver. Now add the subject of the letter, keep it clear and precise. Subject should give a clear idea of what you are going to discuss in the letter. Add salutation, which is important part of the letter. Otherwise, the letter appears to be rude. Then comes the main body of the letter. Avoid writing long paragraphs. Always bifurcate the body in 3 to 4 paragraphs. In para 1, explain yourself and explain the reason behind writing a letter. In para 2, explain the inquiry details. Para 3 should be a closing one, a conclusory paragraph, asking for a response in very gentle words. End by writing your name and designation. Now the format. Address given. The address at times it would be given in the question paper, at times it won't be given. You would just assume the address of the sender's address, and in very short, as I told you before, in the starting of the class, you would be writing the address in such way. Then the date. The date should actually leave one line in between. The date should always be in extended form. That is 20th September 2020. The principal. The name of the institute address. Now, at times what you do, you only write the name of the principal and you forget to write the name. If it is not there in the question paper also, you have to assume something and you have to write. Name of the institute, address means full with pin code. Then, dear sir, please avoid dear, because I don't like to write dear in case of formal letter. It should be sir or madam. Subject, and you have to be very formal. Subject, inquiry regarding, see, very precise, regarding the course in your college, high esteemed college, whatever. Now the body letter, body of the, now leaving one line after each segment. Body of letter, that should be 3 paragraphs. First paragraph, after reading your advertisement regarding dash dash dash. Now these lines, these opening lines, these styles, you have to learn. Isko ekdam rato beta. I wish to make certain enquiries. Now para 2, during the course, fee structure, number of students per batch, transport facilities. Para 3, I will be grateful if you could send me the brochure along with the enrollment form so that I could register in the course at the earliest. ये सब पूरा learn करना होगा. The styles of writing. Now the complimentary close. Okay, now we'll do the question. This is a sample question. You are Anshul Anshika, a student of class 10th, a resident of 56D Ring Road, ITO, New Delhi. So, you have got the sender's address, 56D Ring Road, ITO, New Delhi, and wants to be a choreographer. Write a letter to the director. So, whom you are writing address is address? The director, National Institute of Choreography, Noida, 74. Seeking information about their course, admission, procedure, eligibility, criteria, other necessary details. So here you can get the subject also, right? Now let me discuss the sample letter so that you can, it would be easier for you to do the classwork and homework assignment. Now 56D Ring Road, ITO, New Delhi, then the pin code. Leave one line after this, and then what you write? You write the date in extended form, as I've written here, 1st July 2020. Leave one line. The director, National Institute of Choreography. Now where it is? Sector 16 Noida, 102, whatever. The full address you need. You need the full address you need. Not only this you will write and you will get the marks. The full, this is very important. Okay, then you would write, then it is your salutation, sir. Then subject, inquiry regarding the course in choreography. Now now please learn these opening sentences. Refer to the advertisement. एकदम इसको learn करो बेटा. Refer to your advertisement regarding the courses in choreography offered by your reputable institute. I want to state that I'm currently in class 10th and preparing for my final exam. I'm very much interested in dancing and want to take it as a career. I am also given to understand that this institute is far best so far as choreography is concerned, and I would very much like to be a part of it. Kindly send me the prospectus and application form. I would be highly grateful if you could provide me with the following information. Department and program faculty. फंड एकदम ऐसे ही लिखना है बेटा. फंडिंग अपॉर्चुनिटीज, सिर्फ चीज़ें बदल जाएगी मगर ये स्टाइल एकदम हूबहू ऐसा ही लिखना है. लर्न करना है आप लोगों को इफ़ यू वांट द फुल मार्क्स. स्कॉलरशिप अवेलेबल, एडमिशन प्रोसीजर, एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया, हॉस्टल फैसिलिटीज. ओके, then leave one line. Kindly send me the brochure along with, एकदम इसको learn करो. Kindly send me the brochure along with the enrollment form at the earliest so that I could register myself for the course. Thanking you, yours faithfully, Anshul Anshika. Now the question 2 as your homework. The first yours faithfully तो गलत आ गया पिछले साइड से, पता नहीं कैसे. Okay, sorry. Anshika, now the question starts from here. You are Rama Ramesh of D105 Lajpat Nagar, New Delhi. You want information about the German language course at German Embassy, Chanakya Puri, New Delhi. Write a letter to the director inquiring about the same. Hubahu jo sample I have given you. Try to follow the styles of writing and hubahu वैसे ही लिखे. Only the things will be changing. The style, the opening lines, and everything should be just as I have written. Now, with this, I end my video here, but this is not the end of my class because I'll be waiting for you in my WhatsApp window where you would join me for the classwork assignment. You would now, how will you maintain your notebooks? In the index, you would be entering uh, letter of inquiry in the copy you I'm sorry, in the notebook there you would be writing letter of inquiry, classwork, the sample first, sorry, the sample first, the sample, the format I've given here, you have to write it, and then you would write letter of inquiry, classwork assignment. Now classwork assignment, I'll be sharing the question in the PDF in the WhatsApp window where you would start writing the question in the class itself. After that, I'll be sharing another PDF where you would get the homework assignment. This homework assignment, what you have got in this um, video, that again I'll be preparing what a PDF, right? So that's it. I think I've completed everything. I don't remember if I've left out anything. If you feel that I've left out anything, please do write in my chat box so that I can continue it. If not, then just join me in my WhatsApp window and please be in the class because constantly I just check how many students are there in the class and I do maintain a register. So please be in my class. Please, please, please. And till then, bye bye. Join me in my WhatsApp window.